So you want to jump into what happened after
All right,
the show?
yeah, let's talk about what happened after the show.
Can I jump in here for a little bit?
All right, if you want. Yeah, you would. I was going to talk about like the scheduling and all that stuff first.
Go ahead.
So we scheduled it to get picked up at 12 o'clock because we thought, all right, better be safe than
I hate
sorry.
to be at shows and have to leave early. It pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, for sure. So we were like, better be safe than sorry. The show starts kind of late.
Yeah.
So let's, schedule to be picked up at 12, but the show was over by 11. And the problem is, as soon as the show's over and everyone's out, they close the venue because the band, they
Everybody just
take
left.
out all the gear and clean up and do all that good stuff. But it was cold as shit. I didn't have a jacket, so we had to walk less than a block and go into like this 7-Eleven, was it? Or
Yeah,
CVS?
7-Eleven. It was a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Now,
That's
at this point, let me just jump in because this is my first observation here.
Go on.
When the security guard was bringing us from the Orpheum to the 7-Eleven, I thought she was putting us, entrusting us to another security guard. Uh-huh. But no, it was a fucking homeless guy panhandling.
You didn't know that,
No,
did you?
not at first. I had no idea. Did you get that at
Yeah,
first?
of course.
It took me a minute. It took me a while to realize that. Now, this guy was a real nice dude, panhandling and everything. He was nice to us, but did you catch the fight he had with some guy outside?
I did not pay attention, no.
You didn't hear that at all?
No.
All right, the guy who was helping us out, watching for supposedly watching for our rides.
Yeah.
This other homeless guy runs up to him and wants to panhandle in the same area.
Yeah.
And the guy who was nice to us was like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, this is my fucking area, especially at night. He's like, you can't run this shit. He's like, I run this shit. And the other panhandler, I thought they were going to get in a fist fight, dude.
Oh, dude,
the other guy's
that
like,
is
fuck
fucking
you.
priceless.
And the other guy's like, no, motherfucker, I'm serious. He's like, get the fuck out of here. It was so funny, dude. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to see a fight. We're going to see a fight, bro.
That is freaking hilarious.
She entrusted us to a homeless guy. I thought she was putting us in front of another security guard.
That is the funniest thing.
And then, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, so here's what happened. We were walking, and obviously the venue is closing.
Yeah.
And this was one of the security women over there. Yeah. And so we're walking to the corner. She's like, there's a 7-Eleven here. You can kind of hang out in there because they're open 24/7. Yeah. So you won't be cold at least. And so we get to the door, and there's this guy over there panhandling. He's got his little cup or whatever. And he's opening the door. He's like, yeah, man, have a good day. Yeah, all this stuff. It's like, and she's like, oh, are you going to be here for a while? He's like, yeah, probably till around midnight or so. Till around 1, I think
No, he goes a couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours. That's right. Yeah. That's right. So he goes a couple hours. And she's like, all right, so can you, just make sure if you see, like, the MBTA ride or whatever, that these guys, make sure they know these guys are here, all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, as this is happening, I'm like, she's going to tell a homeless dude to do this? I don't think that's going to happen.
Too. I felt the same way.
Then she gave him some Thanksgiving cash. And I feel bad she gave him cash because I didn't have any.
I didn't have any either.
And I wanted to help. I wanted to hook him up.
Well, you did buy him a coffee.
I bought him a coffee.
Which is a whole other fiasco.
Oh, no. We're going to talk about this too. But it was really funny because I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, we're fucked. A homeless guy. Like,
I definitely thought we were fucked, dude.
It's like he's going to walk out of here in a bit or something crazy is going to happen.
Yeah. When he was yelling at that other guy, I'm like, oh, man, like, what are we going to do?
It was quite interesting, but he turned out to be a nice guy, and I felt really bad that I didn't have.
I felt terrible because I would have given him like $5 if I had it.
Did you eat those chips?
I still got a couple left upstairs.
Holy crap, that is funny. So it was 11 o'clock, and I usually never eat like chips. And
Max just looks at me and goes, "I want some fucking chips."
I want some fucking chips. We go into the 7-Eleven. Oh, this is gonna bring up the other story that you wanted to talk about, the fiasco of the coffee. Yeah. So we get there, and not to be stereotypical, but the guy behind the counter was Indian. Yeah. He didn't speak English all that well. Of it.
Very broken, if any.
And we're trying to ask him to help us out. And we're like, oh, dude, we want some chips. And he's like, oh, chips are right there. With his, Indian accent. Yeah. I'm like, where? Oh, they're right there. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking see where the chips are. Can you direct me toward like where the chips are?
By the way, we've never been in this 7-Eleven either, so it's
neither
not like we
of
know
us.
what we're doing.
I don't know where to go.
I didn't even know there was a 7-Eleven there.
Same.
So, good to know, though.
So anyway, eventually he walks over to the chips.
Yeah, eventually.
And he goes, "Oh, we got these chips and these chips." I'm like, "All right, do you have any of the jalapeno chips?" He looks at me. "I have a blue one." I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like, this is a blue Doritos. And I'm like, "All right, no, I want the fucking jalapeno chips." I don't remember. Like, I think they're like
Lay's.
I think they're Lay's.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and I'm like, "All right, forget that, scratch that. You have Ruffles." No, sir, we don't have Ruffles, sir.
Which he probably did, by the way.
They most certainly did. They always have Ruffles
it's a 7-Eleven.
at 7-Eleven. There's no way.
Every 7-Eleven has Ruffles, dude.
So I'm like, all right, fine. You have Lay's.
He just didn't want to help us.
Yeah, basically. So asked him if he had Lay's. I don't even know if he said yes or no,
didn't.
but he goes. I go, "Do you have like just the regular one, the original one? I don't, want any of like flavored stuff." And he's just like, "Oh, I have a blue one." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, just give me this."
A blue one.
And then I go, "Do you have a bigger bag?" And he's like, "Oh, I get for you." He comes back with a bigger bag. So, all right, I buy that. And then we're shoving chips in our faces like pigs.
Yeah, we were hungry.
Oh, yeah, and that's why we have fucking chips, of all things.
Well, if I had some money, I would have got us some pizza.
But anyway, we're shoving chips in our face. And I'm feeling disgusted because I'm like, oh, God, I worked out this morning. I'm going to have to work out tomorrow. I hate eating all this grease and
Did you know the guy standing in the lobby with us was selling granola bars?
No.
Yeah, you didn't pick that up? Yeah.
What the hell?
He was like selling granola bars.
How did I miss all this? Well, I was on the phone with Benny Chinga for a while.
Oh, that must have been it then. Yeah. Guy was selling granola bars to like our dude who was helping us.
I think it was also like another homeless dude just trying to make an extra buck.
No, he was, but he was like selling granola bars.
That is
from
hilarious.
our lobby that we were standing in.
So to finish that story, we get the chips. I'm stuffing my face. And then I'm like, fuck, dude, I really wish I had more money to give. I had some cash on me. I'd give this guy, the homeless dude that was at the door, some cash because I felt bad. And you guys...
I was going to give him the chips.
And you know this, and most of like my friends know this, and other people who know me know this, but I'm being a psychologist, social worker, all of that stuff, I feel super fucking guilty when it comes to homelessness.
Dude, it's not just about being a social worker. It's just about common humanity. I mean, But
that's just part of my personality.
No, dude, I get it.
Not a lot of people feel this way.
Right, I get it.
I know people who don't, and it's totally fine. Everyone has their own different thoughts.
Yeah.
But I do. I always want to help. I know, obviously, I'm not going to be able to help everybody, but I want to help whatever way I can.
Sure.
So I'm thinking, all right, I wish I had some change. And then I'm like, all right, I am fucking... My tongue was like salty because of the chips, and I'm like, I can't eat this anymore. Let's go in there. I need some coffee, and then I'll buy this this homeless guy a
before
coffee.
we talk about this, I just want to say the way you feel about the homeless is the same way I feel. Like, they should be helped, not looked down upon.
Oh, of course. I mean,
because
obviously...
there's so many circumstances to why they're homeless.
Exactly.
It's not just the stereotypical, I don't want to work, I don't want to be part of society, I just want to be homeless.
And here's
That's
the thing,
such
that
a small
happens
percentage.
too. That happens too.
I'm not saying it doesn't, bro.
It's a much smaller percentage.
It's very
than
small.
People. Actually, most homeless people...
I mean, I don't
it's
have...
either... I don't have the exact...
We don't have stats in front of us.
Same. But I do know for a fact, because I have studied this already and researched, I do know for a fact that most of them are homeless due to either trauma or mental health stuff. Right. And it's not even close. It's like way more than 50%.
I bet. So it's over half.
Yeah.
Way over half.
So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. A lot of stuff.
Because I know people who are like, oh, homeless are bums and they don't want to do this and they don't want to work and they don't, I know people
Oh, bro, I don't want to
way.
work. I just want to bang on my drums all day. But, but it's true.
But you get
it's
my
true.
point, right?
Of course, I get your point. It's just something that there is a stereotype, and I understand it because there are people like that, but it's not everybody. And, I don't know what was happening with this guy.
Who knows?
He was a nice enough person. He seemed to be a little off sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I say that, maybe something cognitively wasn't
Perhaps.
100%
or
correct.
Sort of developmentally delayed a little
but he was a nice man, and I felt bad.
He was nice.
So I decided, let's go. I'm going to buy him a coffee.
You think in general that's a good spot to panhandle? It probably is.
That's a pretty good spot. It's open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
People are in and out. People come out of the bars shit-faced. They come out of the, the venue.
Right.
And, I think it was pretty good for him. It's near a shelter.
Is it? Yeah.
It's pretty close, maybe like 2.5 blocks away.
So maybe that's where he lives.
I don't know. Actually,
we don't know. But
I don't know a lot. I've been in contact with homeless people.
I have too. I've worked with the homeless population,
and I've actually heard from a lot of homeless people, saying that they would rather sleep in the streets than go to a shelter because there's a lot of bullshit that happens in the shelter.
Well, people shooting up, and I've heard all bad.
There's a lot of unhealthy shit
too. Yeah.
So, anyways, I decided I wanted to buy him a coffee, and I wanted a coffee for myself, obviously. And I get there, and I'm walking to the counter, and the Indian guy's there, and I'm like, I want hot coffee. Hot coffee? Like, yeah, hot coffee. Oh, it's over there, sir. I'm like,
over there does nothing for us, by the way.
It's like, oh, it's over there. The coffee's over there.
I hate when people say that, dude.
Dude,
fucking pisses me off.
I'm looking at him like, are you fucking serious now? Like right now, are you kidding me? So this dude, instead of helping us out, he goes outside and gets the homeless dude who has been standing out there to come inside the 7-Eleven and help us get coffee.
That was weird.
How fucking weird is that, first of all?
Really weird.
That he didn't want to help us out, so he wanted the homeless guy to help us out. So anyways, homeless guy...
It's his store, too. Like, you think he'd want to help us because he'd want repeat customers? Like, you think he'd be nicer about it?
Oh, dude, I would go back. I mean, if we ever go there, for gigs, I'd go back there. I don't want to stand in the cold, but,
right.
I don't want to deal with his bullshit.
Me neither.
I try to help you out, but you cannot see. I cannot help you. With his. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm like, all right. The homeless guy comes in and is like, oh, what do you guys need help with? I'm like, all right, so I just need to get 2 coffees. So he's helping me with my coffee. I'm like, what kind of coffee you want? Blah, blah. Colombian, black, no sugar, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, so he turns to John and is like, what kind of coffee you want? And John goes, oh, I'm not drinking. And I was like, oh, I was going to get you a coffee, because you've been standing out there. I didn't want you to, and especially now, like, he was helping us out. So obviously I wanted to give him a coffee.
He was losing out on money helping us.
So he was like, oh, all right. Like, it was so funny because, like, I didn't expect him to say thank you or anything, but he didn't.
Right.
Which is kind of funny.
He
did not, but like at all. But which is totally fine. That's not why I did it. I just thought it was kind of hilarious. But he was like so accepting of it. He's like, "Oh, that's cool." He's like, "All right. This is what I like to do."
This is the greatest part.
This is the funniest fucking thing.
Oh my god!
This homeless guy, he goes like, "Yeah, man, this is what I like to do. I pick up the coffee, so I go over here and I put a little bit of regular coffee." And then I go over there and I put the pumpkin spice and I put the mint and he's like,
because I put the French vanilla.
I put the French vanilla and I mix them up.
And he's like, I put a little hot cocoa at the end.
I put the hot cocoa. So he's making this whole concoction for like a good like 5 minutes, like mixing different like
he's
blends,
like blending a billion flavors together.
It's like now I'm gonna put some cream, a little bit of sugar.
Now, my initial thought on this was, why is he doing this? Like, does he not get coffee enough to like have each flavor? You know what I mean? Like, does he have to like? Maybe he thinks like, oh, I'm not gonna have coffee for a long time, so I better just mix and match.
But he was like so excited about it.
Dude, it was so.
That was the best part. He's like, I'm gonna put the French vanilla and the pumpkin spice. I'm like,
and then he goes, I just spilled the hot cocoa everywhere. I
spilled the hot cocoa. Oh man, it was freaking hilarious. Like it took him 5 minutes to get
Literally.
his coffee done because it was like going from. And the funny thing is, like obviously you have the different dispensers for the coffee,
right?
And they're all kind of like apart from each other. So he was like literally doing a dance. Like I go over here, then I go over there, and then I come back over here. Dude, it was so funny. Like I can't see it, but I could picture it in my head.
I wish you could, because like, it was hilarious.
I could picture it in my head, though. Him just like skipping from place to place.
I don't have a lot of vision left, but in this case, it was great to have because it was so funny to see his expressions and him just running up and down the aisle.
He was so happy telling us.
I've never seen somebody happier than that, just getting coffee.
Dude, it was freaking great. Priceless. I was happy that he.
Yeah, I was happy that you helped him out. I wish I could have.
So I bought him the coffee and then went back outside. He went back outside. We were hanging out waiting for a ride, but it was really good. Like after you left, something really funny actually happened.
Imagine I wonder what that tastes like though.
Oh, I don't know. I just kept. I didn't know what to tell him, so I'm like, "Yeah, man, that sounds great."
Because it was literally like 5 or 6 different flavors,
dude. It was priceless. Oh. It was priceless. Like I don't even like flavored coffee that much.
I don't either.
And so, especially French vanilla. Ugh. But anyways, so it was hilarious. He was freaking out. He was so happy, like mixing his coffees. Oh, it was so priceless. So priceless.
That was the best part of the night. But what happened after I left?
So after you left, I was waiting for my ride.
Yeah.
And this homeless girl, she sounded young. I think she must have been in her 20s. But she was homeless. And they started fighting because she wanted him to give her $1. And then this other homeless dude was there, and they're all talking about like the shelter. And who was going to be there and all this stuff. And then it's just like, something happened. One of them goes like, I'll buy you a cookie. And she started cracking up for some reason. Like it was some type of like inside joke or something. I don't know if it was, but that was what her reaction reminded me of. Because he said he was going to buy her a vanilla cookie.
Okay.
And she started cracking the fuck up like insane cuckles.
Like it was the funniest shit she'd ever heard.
Like it was the funniest thing she had ever heard. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is so funny. So she walks into that little area where we were standing.
Yeah.
And she starts counting her quarters and her change.
Now, she was working the outside 7-Eleven where our dude was working?
Yeah, she was somewhere else. She was just going in there to
walked,
get like...
She walked over?
Something, yeah.
Okay.
She went in there to get something. I don't remember what she said.
Yeah.
But she was standing like right in front of me counting her money. And then she dropped her money on the floor. She's like, oh, exactly $3. And I felt so bad. I was like, man. Fuck.
That's heart-wrenching.
Fuck. And she's like, all right. And so she walked in, and then she came out, and she's like, I didn't really get anything. She didn't really have enough money or whatever. She had to, like, our homeless guy. Our homeless guy, the one that was like, helping us out.
Yeah.
I'm calling him our homeless guy.
He seemed to like us.
Yeah, he liked us.
I don't know why, but
sympathized with us.
I think he
in
did,
like some weird way.
Because I think he knew we probably didn't have money.
Like his plight, is obviously different than ours.
Much different.
But maybe he was thinking, all right, these guys have it pretty tough. Right. Which obviously we don't have it nearly as tough as he does.
We're not homeless,
But I think in his mind, as far as like culturally, kind of people sometimes look at as someone who is impaired as like poor fucking person. Like you might as well be homeless and be healthy than like be fucking blind.
Perhaps. Maybe you do.
But anyway, he helped us out. Yeah, so he gave her $1, and then she went in and bought like a sandwich.
So she had $4. She must have needed $4.
Yeah.
Somehow.
She went and bought a sandwich. But I thought it was hilarious. She was just cracking about this cookie
Was she hot?
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Dude, you get these vibes, dude. You get these vibes. I
don't know. She sounded young.
All right, so maybe a young, hot homeless chick.
I don't know. I've heard of people who kind of like that grungy, dirty, grimy, homeless chick look.
I don't know about that, but...
So maybe for someone like that.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah. I don't know.
But dude, it must be terrible. I'm not trying to be funny either. Like, it's got to be terrible to just want a sandwich from a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Because it's been fucking sitting there all day.
It sucks.
It's terrible, right? Like, you just must be like, okay, I have enough money to get it. I'm happy with that.
It's like when you get the
You know?
When you get the nachos at 7-Eleven, and then you get the meat sauce, and then you get the jalapeno that's been sitting in the jalapeno juice for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like super strong because it's been sitting there, but it's definitely not healthy.
It's disgusting.
So it is disgusting.